Speaking of big money fights, $1 billion to make this guy's bad stuff go away. Syria's President Bashar Assad with an offer he all but told Fox News is too good to refuse.
It needs a lot of money. It needs about $1 billion. If the American administration is ready to pay those money and to take the responsibility of bringing toxic materials to the United States, why don't they do it?
Now, there is this little matter of verifying we get all of Assad's bang for all of these $1 billion. Even Vladimir Putin says it is unlikely all of Syria's chemical weapons could be destroyed. But Cato's Dan Mitchell says that does not mean this deal should be destroyed. So, Dan, you actually like the sound of this. Explain.
Well, first, I would say that the Obama administration should threaten Assad that will impose Obamacare on Syria if he doesn't give up his weapons, if that's what they really want. But I have two thoughts about this. I'm not a foreign policy guy. I'm a fiscal policy economist. We're squandering too much money in Washington. The idea that we're going to pay Assad $1 billion to at least pretend he's getting rid of his chemical weapons, that just doesn't strike me as a good deal. But let's set aside libertarian principles and just look at this from a practical perspective. We could probably have the CIA give a couple of his generals $10 million apiece and get it done for much cheaper. In other words, if Assad wants to extort money from us, we need to view this in the same way that if you get a ticket from a cop and it's for $50, do you offer him $500 to rip it up? No. At least be sensible about how you're trying to control the cost.
All right, but the bottom line is that he's no dummy, the Syrian president. He knows that there is a history of this country throwing good money after bad to maintain what they think are friendships or progress in the Middle East. So he's just jumping on that gravy train, right?
Well, our foreign policy people at Cato can go hand and verse over and over again about all the mistakes of nation building in Iraq and Afghanistan. Why do we want to get enmeshed and spend a lot of money in a country like Syria where we don't have a national security interest at stake?
But isn't the argument for the $1 billion is it's cheaper that way than it would be going full scale in a strike, invasion, maybe an extended stay that we don't want, that it would actually be the cheaper alternative?
Well, if the choice is between doing another Iraq and another Afghanistan, then yes, paying $1 billion is better. But what about just minding our own business and not getting involved in an internal fight between the Muslim Brotherhood and Assad in ways that have nothing to do with our national security? As a taxpayer, I don't want to waste money in ways that have nothing to do with advancing America's interest in the world.
Interesting. All right, Dan. Good having you again.
Thank you.